Yours is 95 too. Same. Stop. I don't think I have a receiver with over. I think my fastest one is like 97 speed. I usually play on mute. Yeah, I'm mostly quiet. I like to focus. Alright. Good luck, player.
Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, the Flats. Bobby Dodd Stadium, home of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Ramblin' Wreck, hoping to rev up that engine. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. Let's see what he can do with the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. The give and the run on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Power football with the run. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
It's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. To the air, it's Parker. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
And it's no good. He missed it. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time.
Makes the grab down the left side. Oh, look out, there he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to the end zone. Fires and picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Excellent job by the DB, breaking on the football, getting there and making sure he gets a hand on it and deflects. Listen, it's not about catching it. It's not about getting the interception. It's making sure he doesn't catch it and deflecting that thing where he can't get it.
Running back searching for a hole. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Paging George D. Burdell. Paging George D. Burdell.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get. And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
On 2nd down, looking again to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
On third down, looking to throw it beyond the sticks. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, opponent.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Blasted as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him was with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 10. Touchdown, Syracuse. And once he got loose, it was all over. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finishes the drive with a thrilling 69-yard run to the end zone. Here he comes with the return. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take it.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Dropping back, it's Parker. It's complete on the right side. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. And it's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Georgia Tech 14, Syracuse 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Feels to punt and try to pick up some yards. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what...
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Throws to the tight end. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
They'll try the run.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Fast motion from the offense. To the air, it's Parker. It's complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Look, it's sloppy out here. It's wet. The ball is slick. It's not easy to kick in these types of conditions. That's now his 2nd missed field goal, but I know this kicker's disappointed in himself because he's good enough to make these kicks.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. On target to the left. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's
He's tackled.
Outside the 10 of the 11.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the gun, running back on the move.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. He'll try to tack on one more. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Coming after it. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beaten like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Got a man in the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Comes out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the stick.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
They'll throw it on first down. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Parker. He's got his man. Oh, there might have been trouble if they hadn't knocked him down so quickly. Syracuse right back at it. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Man, those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number 1, we got to stop the run.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. He's going to pass. Gets it out quickly. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away.
Syracuse, 14.
And he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
KJ, George P. Burnell.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some movement.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires the pass, intercepted. Got some room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Syracuse right back at it. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
They'll give it to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
They make the stop after the catch. He's still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Dropping back, it's Parker. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The give to the tailback. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. It is good. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Lofts one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets hyped. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line. They go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Here's the handoff. At the 45, on its way. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in the second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
To throw, it's Parker. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs management. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that fourth down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Syracuse, 17.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He wants to throw here on second down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And how quarterback, to have a running back he not only can just dump it off to, but can actually be dangerous as a receiver.
Agreed, Reese. It's not just check downs or screens or swing routes or flat routes. This guy can get vertical, and he can all of a sudden start stressing defenses in the second level. What a weapon it is to have this guy in your backfield.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On that RPO, QB is just trying to keep it himself and see if he can get the first down, but nothing doing. He wasn't able to spring free, just too much speed defensively, and now it sets up fourth down.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown. And he's got it! Touchdown, Orange!
Touchdown, Syracuse. Number 5, Octane in the end zone.
Obvious thinking here. Get the two-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He tries to fool him with the bootleg. Flushed out of the pocket. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse, 25.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Or you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Looking for a productive play on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Throwing right. He's got it. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
And I tell you what, these big-bodied tight ends that can catch the football in the corner routes, it doesn't have to be a perfect throw. You know, usually you got littler guys, it's hard. You got to put the ball more on the money, but this big dude can just go up and get it. You just throw it near the sidelines, he'll do the rest.
Quick handoff. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try the right side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Looking to throw, it's Parker. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
The give as they work on that clock. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have 2 hands on it this drive.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover, best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter, time to go win it.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Trying play action. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Back to pass, it's Parker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And here we go. Down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Give to the running back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Surging forward on the sneak. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Just feeds the running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.